Right, beautiful people. I'm here to give my reactions from the weekend's results. I'm not going to talk about all the games, just a few. North London Derby. In fact, let me just make this statement, yeah? You can agree with it, disagree with it, it's up to you. But from what I've seen with my two eyes, the officiating this weekend has been absolutely piss poor. You've got VAR, for goodness sake. VAR is there, for goodness sake. But it's just adds to the corruption. It's there, but it's not being used effectively. It's not being used efficiently, effectively, and rightfully. Like, I have a feeling that what goes on here is that basically whoever's on the VAR is a supporter of the team, the club, right? Okay, I'm a bit tired and everything. I went out last night, so yeah, my speech is a bit slow. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, let's say, I don't know, I'm just going to use a random team, yeah, just a random team. Let's say Southampton, right, had a goal score on them. Yeah, somebody scored a goal on Southampton for this purpose because they're Nottingham Forest, right? And it was a dubious goal, right? So it has to go to VAR, right? So let's say the decision goes, or could go, against Southampton, but there's a Southampton VAR official, right? There's someone on the VAR that supports Southampton. They're not gonna overturn the decision, right? Or they're not gonna let the decision go, whatever it is, right? It's not gonna go in favor of the team that they don't support. So yeah, the supporters of clubs are on that VAR. I'm telling you, right? I can read between the lines. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. It all balances out in the end. It does balance out because I've seen VAR decisions. Sorry. I've seen VAR decisions go for Manchester United, my team, and I've seen VAR decisions go against us, right? And they do normally balance out over the course of a season. But the thing is, I don't care. Just get it right. The technology is there. Use it properly. It's just so corrupt. Now, I'll go in more in depth to tell you why I say it's corrupt. Yesterday, right, Tottenham were robbed. I don't care what anybody says. I've even had Tottenham fans defend the red card. Can you believe it? Like, reactionary FC. Like, think about it. Strip it down. Strip it back. Yeah? Should Emerson Royal have made that challenge? No. Should Emerson Royal have got a red card for it? No. So how can you say you got no sympathy for him? You have to have a bit of sympathy. The punishment did not fit the crime. It's just like a case of, like, I steal from a shop, yeah? I steal a packet of crisps from a shop or something. And then I get 10 years in jail for that. Does that punishment fit the crime? No. You know, in certain countries, murderers come out in quicker time than that, right? I've seen all sorts of people come out, you know, quicker than 10 years for much more heinous crimes. In fact, stealing a pack of crisps is not a heinous crime. It's just one of the basic forms of shoplifting. It could get worse if obviously not dealt at an early stage. But anyway, so that was absolutely horrible. That decision by Anthony Taylor was absolutely horrible. It's just disgusting. How can you give somebody a straight red for a tackle that I've seen before not even get a yellow? Like, literally, I've seen with my two eyes. I'm 34 years of age. I've seen a lot of football in my day. I've seen a lot of football in my time. Like, there were times when that would not even get a foul. Like, there would not even be a foul for that. You know, the English football has got softer. In fact, football on a whole, but especially the Premier League and La Liga, it's just got softer and softer and softer, just to protect players, they say. But if you're given a red for that, then everything like that has to be a red. Then every game there's going to be somebody getting a red card. It's just stupid. The beautiful game has been destroyed by money. Literally, it's just been destroyed. You know, all this money that's been pumped into the beautiful game has just destroyed it. You know, I remember back in the 90s, early 2000s, I used to be watching games, yeah? Back, just end-to-end stuff. You know, not no chess game, not no, you know what, let's play this like very methodically and like a game of poker or a game of chess. Nah, man. Both teams going for it, going for the win. There were times when Manchester United used to win 5-3, 3-2, 4-3, but we used to win. All right? We weren't winning every game 6-0 or 7-0 or 8-1 or 9-0. There were one-off games like that where we did win a lot. We've lost some one-off games too, like Southampton beat us, I think it was 5-3 or 6-3 or something like that, right? So that's the Arsenal game, yeah? Arsenal-Tottenham, North London derby. Brighton, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Brighton? You should have won that game, man. You let Liverpool come back from 2-0 down. Yeah, it's true. Man United's come back from 2-0 down many times. You know, so... yeah, I can't really be that angry, but it's just annoying. I want you to beat the bin dippers, beat the Scousers, beat the Liverpudlians, as they call them. The proper name for them is Liverpudlians. But others call them Scousers or bin dippers. Alright? Also, today, this is my YouTube channel. I am not calling the name of the, you know, governing body for the Premier League or anything like that. Well, Premier League is a governing body. Or the FA, I'm not calling any referee's name now, because I don't want to infringe anything on YouTube. You know, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to get in major trouble. If I speak, I'm in big trouble, like Mourinho. Listen, today's officiating, yes, City was way better, but the officiating today was absolutely piss poor too. Now that's two high-profile games. Yeah. That's two high-profile games in the English League this weekend where the officiating is absolutely diabolical. It's rubbish. These are high-profile games. A lot rests on these games. You know? A lot rests on them. A lot hinges on these games. It could make or break a team's season, some of these games. Like, every point is so valuable in the Premier League these days. Very, very valuable. And... talk about giving teams like momentum and everything. Like, you've got to be fair. But these are not fair. These officiating is not fair, especially in the high-profile games. It's not fair. And it should be. Because the technology is there to help it be fair. But it just adds to the corruption. I can see that. Not just in the Premier League. Not just in the English League. Yeah? Everywhere. I see it these days, you know. It's just so corrupt. You know, football's like WWE now. You know, like, a lot of the people behind closed doors know who's going to win before they even win. Now, would I be saying this if we won 6-3? Probably not. But I am on the receiving end of it, so I have to talk about it. Right? I'm very, what's the word? Diplomatic when I need to be. But I'm also liberal when I need to be as well. And conservative when I need to be. You know, I can mix it up. I can change it up. But today... the biggest word I can use to describe this game, the best way I could use to describe this game today, fix, F-I-X. It was a fix. From the time I heard Michael Oliver's going to referee this game, I knew something was up. Now, Manchester United Football Club, right? I'm going to go in right now, yeah? Manchester United Football Club has built its foundations in the very fabric of this football club, this club that I love. Right? With my heart. Yeah? Wife. United, kids, wife. And I believe in that, and I'll stand by that. Because women come, women go. Yeah? Women come, women go in your life. Women marry you, women divorce you. Yeah? Women say they love you and leave you. Right? But you see Manchester United, they will never leave me. The amount of memories that I have with this club is way better memories, yeah, that I have with even women that I've had, yeah, better memories. And women will never understand that. Those who don't love football like me, they won't understand that. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, we have built our fabric, our very being, yeah. Our institution is based on a never say die attitude. Don't know when you're beat. Just keep going at it. Keep plugging away. Keep fighting. Die for the badge if you have to. I've told people, yeah, and I'm not just saying this like I wouldn't live it myself. I have told people I will play with one arm and one leg and or for Manchester United. I will do that. You know what Andy Cole said? It's a bigger privilege to play for Manchester United than it is for England. Now, a lot of people would disagree with that. Yeah, they prefer their patriotism. They love their country more than their club. I get that. But he said that at a time where he wasn't getting games for England, and there's a context behind that. But I agree with him to a certain extent. It is more of a privilege to play for Manchester United than it is to play for England, because I've seen some rubbish players play for England, yeah, and start for them all the time. I'm not saying their names, yeah, but I've seen some rubbish players play for England, yeah, and start all the time. Now, Manchester United, have they had rubbish players in the past? Yes, they have, but Ferguson makes them look good. Used to make them look good, yeah. Now, I've seen some defeats, yeah. I have seen some defeats over my time. Like I said earlier, 6-3 to Southampton, yeah. We've lost 6-1 to City. We've lost 3-0 to Arsenal before. Like, we've been humiliated before, yeah. But there's a way to lose. You lose with your head held high, knowing that you gave it all. You went down swinging. Can we have said that today? No, that's why I go back to my original point. It was a fix. Because Manchester United, who's in their very fabric, in their very being, in their very essence of who they are as a footballing institution, one of the biggest football institution in the world, because we have the most fans in the world, right? So it is the biggest football institution. People say maybe Real Madrid, Barcelona, no. Not Real Madrid, not Barcelona, not Bayern Munich, not AC Milan. Manchester United is the biggest football institution in the world, right? And they had no effort. There was no effort. Not to say all these players are playing every single day in the international break, so they're tired now. A lot of them didn't even play in the international break. McTominay didn't play. I think Eriksen played. Not sure about Fred, because I didn't follow the South American games, if there were any, but I'm not sure. We don't have many players in the England team, do we? But all I'm saying is, yeah, Sancho wasn't playing for England. So what I'm saying is, the players cannot say they're tired, right? Because there was a long break. They had a long time to prepare for this game. If not physically, because of international duty, mentally. While they're playing internationals, they could be thinking about the Etihad Stadium. How are you going to take it to City? How are you going to take the game to them? How are you going to, make Manchester United fans proud? Make your team, make your club proud and the fans. How are you going to do that? How are you going to go about doing it? That should have been on their mind the whole time. And even if it was, right, there's no evidence of that today. There was no evidence, I was playing a video and I wish I could link it to this video right now, but I don't have all the technology right now to do that. But basically, I think it's that Geordie guy from the kickoff on YouTube. Yeah, anybody who hasn't seen that yet, go on YouTube, type in the kickoff, yeah, the kickoff. And you will see some videos with these people where they sit down, they discuss the football, they have their live football streams, and it's really good. Big shout out. I think he's a Georgie lad or something like that. I can't remember his proper name. Shout out Adam McCullough, shout out everyone on that stream. Big up yourself. But what I'm saying is, right? He said, you can't just invite the pressure. I'm just paraphrasing. You can't just invite the pressure, sit back and invite the pressure. You can't just admire the way they play. You have to take the bull by the horns and take the game to them. That's what he basically said. Newcastle, they conceded first, but they went with the same intensity, like you said, the same intensity, the same passion, the same everything, and they got the spaces in behind, and they ended up drawing the game. I think with City, I think it was 3-3. Anytime City dropped points this season is because the other teams showed them zero fear. You cannot show Manchester City fear. Because they know they're a better club than you, a better team. They know they got a better manager. They know they got better everything than you. They got better abilities. They got better technical skills. Like, they can play you off the park, even if you don't show them fear. Imagine if you do show them fear. They're like sharks. Sharks are ruthless. Predators are ruthless. Killer whales, they're ruthless. That's why hence the name, killer whales, right? They're not just called whales. They're called killer whales because they are ruthless, yeah? Lions, all these kind of, animals out there and mammals, they are ruthless. So when they smell blood, they're going to keep going at it. Like a mosquito. When a mosquito smells blood too, mosquito's right at you, right at you, right at you. And he loves your blood. Yeah? He's going to keep sucking it. Not gonna give up. Nope. No giving up in that. So that's what happened today. So I say it's a fix. And we made it so easy for City. And how can we do that for a derby? If we can't get up for a Manchester derby, when are we going to get up? We played against Liverpool with no fear. Arsenal, no fear. Why are you showing fear to Manchester? That's how I know. Manchester City, that's how I know this game was a fix today. I don't care. It was a fix. That is the worst performance, yeah? I've seen Manchester United put down in all my life. And I've seen some terrible performances under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Some absolutely horrible performances under Mourinho. Horrible performances under LVG. Horrible under Moyes. I've seen some horrible ones under Fergie too. One or two. Because there wasn't that many. Right? You could probably count on one hand the horrible performances. Or two hands. Horrible performances in hundreds of games that Fergie has managed across the years. Like 26, 27 years. Right? Voice is getting hoarse now. But what I'm saying is, yeah. What I am saying is, the point I am making is, I might sound like I'm going around in circles here. Fix, no fix, whatever, it's still unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable. At least if you're fixing it, fix it to be a 5-4. Fix it to be a 4-3, but not 6-3, man. And 4-0 in the first half. Nah, man. Like, I could imagine those people that were making that deal, yeah? They were like, yeah, don't worry. We make it look like a competitive match. Don't worry. They probably said behind their back, fuck that. Yeah, we got our money now. We'll just slaughter them in the first half. So even if Manchester United play for pride or go back on their deal, they're too far out of it. They're too far out the game. They can't come back. Imagine if we fixed it to be 2-0 to City first half. We could have came back from 2-0 or 2-1. But anyway, as I said before, City fans, those who out of some miracle might see this video, because there are no City fans around compared to other clubs, who are you going to celebrate this win with? There's nobody to celebrate it with because there's no fans. You got no fans. Who are you going to celebrate this win with? I was asking someone that today, yeah? I was asking my good friend from Grenada, a friend of the family, like, who are you going to celebrate that win with? You could walk the length and breadth of your island and you might get to 5 City fans if you're lucky. Compared to hundreds and thousands of Manchester United fans. We will never die, mate. We'll always be a big club. Always. What we have done, we have won every single club trophy available to us. How many clubs in the world can ever say that? Can your club say you've won every single club trophy available to you? So we're talking league titles, we're talking Champions League titles and European Cup, we're talking FA Cup, we're talking League Cup, we're talking Community Shield, we're talking Europa League, we're talking Cup Winners' Cup. What's the other ones? We're talking Super Cup, we're talking Club World Cup, we're talking intercontinental trophy, right? Every single trophy available to us, we've won it. How many other clubs can say that? Every trophy we win now from here on out is a bonus. We completed it in 2017. We completed our trophy haul of every single trophy available to us because we were never a second tier English club since Fergie took over. We were always in the Champions League. So we never really played the Europa League. We played it in 2012, I think, and we lost miserably, man. I don't know what happened there, boy. You could see, like, yeah, Fergie's time was coming to an end there. You just saw that, like, Fergie back in the day, he would have never lost those kind of games to those rubbish teams in Europa League. But they saw Manchester United was falling, man. Yeah, it was, and the era was coming to an end. They can see it. Other clubs could see it. So like, yeah,